Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect the documents that Wall Street hopes you'll never read. Today we are diving into Aprea Therapeutics' annual report. I know, sounds thrilling, right? But stick with me because hidden in this paperwork is the real story of whether this company is innovating a life-saving medicine or just burning cash. This report is a look at Aprea's past year, what they own, what they owe, and how they performed financially. Think of it as a report card, except instead of grades, we have dollars and cents. Aprea Therapeutics is a biopharmaceutical company, which means they're in the business of trying to discover and develop new medicines. They're focused on precision oncology, hunting for ways to target cancer cells while leaving healthy cells alone. Basically, they're trying to make cancer treatment less like carpet bombing and more like a sniper shot. After a change in focus, it appears that they have shifted their approach. Now it's all about DNA damage response, or DDR, and synthetic lethality. DDR is the system cells used to fix damaged DNA, and Aprea aims to exploit that system to selectively kill cancer cells. One of Aprea's key focuses is their Wee1 inhibitor called APR-1051. This drug aims to disrupt the cell cycle in cancer cells, especially those with a specific genetic signature. The big news here is that they just got the go-ahead from the FDA to start phase 1 clinical trials for APR-1051. As of March 4, 2025, they are enrolling cohort 5. That means they are starting to test this drug in humans to see if it's safe and if it actually works. The other major focus is on ATRN1119, an ATR inhibitor that targets a different part of the DNA damage response. This one's already in phase 1/2A trials, which means it's a bit further along. The goal is to see if it's tolerable in humans. They also just amended the study protocol to add additional groups of patients. So far, so good in terms of being safe and well tolerated. The company seems to believe that APR1 suppression 1 is a differentiated product, and they mentioned that in preclinical studies, APR10 PLK23E3 cases and that PLK1 17 parencyme PLK2 33 cases and that PLK1 suppression is associated with sepsis-induced loss of intestinal barrier function. Now let's take a look at the safety results for ATR-119. It's early, but the treatment-related AEs were observed in 30 patients. Patients reported some levels of anemia and fatigue, but no related serious or grade 4 adverse effects. 3 patients had stable disease after being treated with ATRN1119. It's important to remember these are very early results, and it's a small sample size, so don't go betting the farm on it just yet. They are also testing once daily and twice daily dosing schedules to see which is better at maintaining optimal therapeutic levels and potentially enhance the drug's efficacy. So far, the preliminary PK results show near dose proportional exposure following oral administration. This simply means the drug levels in the blood are close to what they expected based on the dose being given, which is a good thing. The company notes that other ATR inhibitors in clinical development use intermittent dosing to reduce hematologic toxicities, and the company believes that intermittent dosing might be less favorable, whereas a continuous ATR inhibitor dosing schedule can potentially provide greater tumor growth inhibition. Here is a reality check. The aggregate market value of the voting and non-voting common equity held by non-affiliates of the registrant as of June 28, 2024 was approximately $10 million. The company is definitely a micro cap. So what's the plan for the future? They plan to keep grinding away at developing APR-1011E9 and 119N9, 4-nomin-9 dye, and 11E-teens air, also maximizing the commercial opportunity while evaluating possible partnership opportunities. Now let's talk about intellectual property. As of December 31, 2041, 2024, the portion of their portfolio for DDR inhibitors, including our ATR and WC, 29 pending non-US patent applications, 29 pending non-US patent applications, and 20 non-US patents. The granted patents and pending applications, if issued in this family, are expected to expire between 2035 and 2044. Alright, let's dive into the numbers. This is the part where we see how well Aprea managed its money. First up, grant revenue. For 2024, they pulled in approximately $1.5 million, a nice jump from the $500,000 in 2023. A big chunk of this comes from the National Cancer Institute, so it seems they're getting some love from Uncle Sam. Research and development is where the bulk of the money goes in a company like this. In 2024, they spent $9.4 million on R&D, up from $723. That increase tells us they're ramping up their clinical trial efforts, especially for their ATRN-1019 program, but on RPR-151 as well. General and administrative expenses are all the costs that aren't directly tied to research, things like salaries for the executives, legal fees, and rent. This number went down with $6.5 million for 2024, compared to $8.4 million in 2023. That was primarily related to severance expense for former executives in 2023, and low personnel costs in 2024. Bottom line, they're still losing money. Their net loss for 2024 was $13 $14.24 was $13 $14.23. It's not profitable, but at least it's moving in the right direction. For the year ended December 31, 2024, net cash used in operating activities was $13.6 million, meaning they are burning cash to keep the lights on. They do, however, note that they secured $14.8 million in financing. Finally, it's interesting to point out some parts of their taxes. This company has been around a bit and lost a bit of money. As of December 31, 2024, they have $110.7 million foreign net operating loss carry forward. This is valuable because this loss can be used to lower future taxes. However, the company has a valuation allowance, which suggests that they don't believe that they will be able to use it. So what's my take on Aprea Therapeutics? They are laser focused on DDR pathways, trying to target the fundamental ways cancer cells survive. Their strategy to combine product candidates with other therapies could boost efficacy and reduce the risk of drug resistance. Their financials, though, are the big question mark. While a smaller net loss year over year is a positive sign, they're still heavily reliant on external funding. The market capitalization for a company like this is minuscule, so they have to be careful. Aprea has a long way to go with many clinical trial hurdles to clear. Success is far from guaranteed and will require them to execute flawlessly and secure sufficient capital in a challenging market. That being said, they seem to have good ideas, and their recent financial performance was quite an improvement, so you never know what the future holds. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more corporate decoder videos. Let me know what companies you want me to cover. Thanks for watching.